today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. On the return, Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Pick up at 6.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 57 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know. He's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 30. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery, touchdown for Arizona. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Williams now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where did they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they had to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Baker. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Baker firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Baker, and that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Burnett, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, he fooled them with the inside run.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Roughing the passer, defense. Come on, now.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down with Akers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7. First down, Arizona.
On first down, Akers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers, nothing.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Akers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll try the left side. Jefferson, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now Baker throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw is Baker. Throwing again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
15-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Makes the score Cardinals 10, 49ers 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Rolling to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quarterback is sacked.
What did we see there, partner? Was that a zone blitz?
I think you're right about that one, and very simply, that just means people blitzing that you don't expect and defensive linemen dropping back into coverage. It throws off the blocking assignments.
On 3rd down, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins, and he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Akers. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cam Akers. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers. It's 300 yards on the nose, and it didn't matter what coverage they sent his way. He solved it each and every time. Maybe our guy can get that way in this ballgame. Let's see.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Baker to throw again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
First down with the score Cardinals 17.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Burnett, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
They'll run on first down. Akers, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson caught left side Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. That catch, by the way, number 1099 for his career, one away from 1,100.
Sounds like an IRS catch, doesn't it?
I was thinking the same thing. 1099. I'm just thinking I should be doing my taxes.
Exactly. Got to turn it in. He's accumulating those kind of numbers, isn't he?
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Cardinal offense takes back over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a run with Akers. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense at 1st and 10. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They're on the not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Baker now on 3rd down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with to error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. His last catch was number 1,100. This one, 1101. Puts him even with 2013 Hall of Famer Chris Carter.
So it just tells you it doesn't matter whether you catch it with one hand, catch it with two hands. They count the save, and what a number he has put up in his career.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again. Jackson. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42.
On the play. First down, Arizona.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there. First down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
35-yard line.
They run the counter. Burnett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
So this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and to secure a victory.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Baker looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. Operating from the gun, Baker. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Baker. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Baker. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll indeed take a knee. time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cardinals, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll